Hello, and thank you for joining me today for Mental Health Monday. I am Jackie Britton, your virtual wellness and health specialist. And so today I have a topic, and it's a thought provoking topic. It actually took me 2 weeks to sort of figure out how to put it together where it could come across in a way that makes an impact. So today's topic is about restrictions. So when you hear that word, what automatically comes up for you when you hear the word restrictions? What thought and what behaviors come up for you as far as what that means in regards to your behavior? And since we do know it's the opposite of freedom, right? We think about all the reasons why we don't like the word restrictions. So partly what I do is break down different parts of the words to try to make even more of an impact. And so the RE, which is the first two letters of restrictions, the prefix, I looked up the meaning, and in the dictionary it says re, which means back or again. I like that. So when you go in the dictionary and look up re, the prefix, is back to where you once were, or again, reconsidering something that you would like to, redo or return to. And so I was thinking, wow, this is such a very powerful word. It can go a lot of ways. And a lot of times when people are in counseling, they talk about some form of where their personality was restricted, where their gift was restricted, where their belief was restricted, where their active creative energy was restricted. And so that's why I put in that little definition, that video definition for you, because there were three components of the word restriction that really does not bring forth a really happy-go-lucky, exciting feeling. One is restriction, right? To limit yourself. The other one was confinement. Now that doesn't sound good at all. And the last one was limitation. Now I can deal with limitation and I can deal with restriction. The confinement, that kind of brings up some thoughts in my head as well. So the topic today is about restriction. The word, what feelings it brings up, what thoughts, as well as what behaviors comes up for you. And how, if we remove the word restriction and the not only the word but also the expectation of restriction, how does that play out in your thoughts as well? When I thought about examples of where the word restricted were found in order to add more to the definition, you think of like having a restricted diet, having restricted speech, having restricted choices, having restricted movements, actions, restricted spaces, and restricted quantity. And so I was thinking about all the ideas around those different ways restricted was used to something. And I was thinking, wow, I think the word restriction actually is a gift and a necessity. Like it is necessary for us to have restrictions because it is a gift, And so how did I come up with saying restriction is a gift? Is because go back to the prefix re, it turns you back again to something. And restrictions hold the limits. It confines the action. It restricts the behavior. It also manages, when you're restricted with the behavior, it comes from a place where you're thinking about something in a way and you're feeling about something in a way that helps you to execute restricting yourself in some way. And that's the gift. Being able to restrict yourself in some way. Because the idea of restriction is to lead you back to a wholesome sense of yourself. Again, the restriction comes up, it sends you back again to bring yourself into a wholesomeness of your original being. I don't know. That's how I looked at it. That's how it came out as a gift and a necessity. And that means restriction is also a positive. So think about what are your restrictions at this current day and time. Is it with your diet? Is it with what you plan to use for your money? Is it where you plan to travel? Is it, some space that you're trying to encounter, whether it's physically or literally? Is it, a quantity of something that you're restricting yourself to absorb? Lots of things. So restriction is a gift and a necessity because it brings you back to wholeness again. I hope that helped you. And thank you for joining me today. Please subscribe, please share. I'm trying to grow the channel and I'm trying to get a virtual group of different things going on. And I'm hoping that people will be willing to participate. Thanks again for joining me and stay wholesome. Take care.